Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is now in session. Obi-Wan362, Gamer Law presiding, and with me, of course, is Bubbles.
Hi, guys.
And it's time for more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Right, Obi, you're up. This is the judge.
Hi, Crimson.
Hi, Crimson. Hi, Vex.
Hi, Vex. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. You go ahead and take Phoenix? Since you're actually playing, it makes more sense for you to be Phoenix.
Okay, fine.
What?
I'm not gonna do voices tonight, though. I can't. My throat's just not up to it.
Sure.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. You ordered $55 worth of Chick-fil-A today?
Sounds delicious.
I'm like, I would happily, but why? Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, is at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You do not get an opening statement for reasons.
Good. I'm glad.
We may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
I didn't think he was a chief officer, because he was answering to someone.
Yeah. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please describe for us the details of this murder. My university undergrads are required to get a meal plan. The plan basically just puts a few $100s on your student ID. However, once spring semester ends, that money just disappears and doesn't roll over. Had about $55 left and it disappears in 2 days.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
You guys have a Chick-fil-A that you can use your meal money at?
Yeah, most colleges do. We went to a little tiny,
Why did we go to such a
terrible college.
Why did we go to such a poopy little tiny college?
I don't know.
That sounds amazing, though.
Yeah, it does. Do you get spicy chickens?
Spicy chickens are the best.
Yeah, they are. I thought about getting a Chick-fil-A on the way home.
Oh, that'd been so nice.
I know, but I was like, oh, we should save money.
You were right. It was the right call.
I know.
I'm just sad about it.
I am too.
But we're gonna have delicious food this weekend.
Yeah, we are.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. I can't. That was like 4 different accents. Can't.
Yeah, it was.
I have Chick-fil-A, Subway, Papa John's, Wendy's, Panda Express, Starbucks off the top of his head.
Huh. Delicious.
It's not fair.
And he's probably going to at least probably what? At least a 50,000 students? 30,000 student university?
Body is found by this window here. Where was I before?
Huh?
I can't find the accent I had before. Know where it was. Now I can't handle spicy. Just got regular.
Oh.
It was 10 sandwiches and 5 large fries.
I have that free sandwich and fries. I need to see when that expires.
And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir.
There you go. You're getting it.
The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. It's your move.
They're still calling it a statue.
Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? That is objection. That is leading the witness. You cannot do that on direct examination.
No, you can't.
Also, he didn't let the witness answer. Can you tell me why?
That's why he didn't let him answer.
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Panic, welcome to the courtroom. How you doing?
I panic.
Witness testimony. Maya Fey's rest. Balls, this is where you have to pay attention so that you
I know, but I'm sorry. I was seeing if we
had a time frame way to use that free food in.
30 days from today. 30 days from April 12th. So
Okay.
we need to get it soon.
Yeah. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. I don't know what that was.
I mean, that was closer to what you were doing before.
There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Cool. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what?
The witness.
I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony.
Whoosh. Smack.
Hey! Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah. Can you adjust that strap?
Ooh.
Heh, I should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Thank you.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination, just like you told me to.
Just that face. Lost! Welcome to the courtroom. How you doing?
As soon as the phone call... Oh, no, this is you. Oh,
Yeah,
we don't
but-
have to do
yeah,
this
yeah,
part.
we already. But this is where you
Oh,
get to
wait.
press people on things. Left to press. Pathetic for you. If you ask for a lawyer and then someone comes in and says they are your provided lawyer and then record you incriminating yourself, then try to use that record against you. One, how illegal is that? And B, would the recording get you in trouble at all? I'm assuming you mean if
Like they impersonated a
if they
lawyer?
lied to you that they were your lawyer and came in and recorded it.
Who did you say you got a call from? I'm gonna keep going. You answer
no, you go.
Christian's question.
Impersonate a lawyer, yes.
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who.
Oh yeah, no, that
The
is
call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right
Gateway
across
Hotel. How dare you.
from the crime scene.
That is
Okay, I pressed.
super
Not sure it
illegal,
did much though. Right.
and
Please continue.
the recording could not be used as evidence against you in any way, shape, or form because it was illegally obtained. As soon as you are arrested
Detective Gumshoe.
and
How
ask
long
for
would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
it, as soon as you ask for an attorney, police
3
are
minutes.
required to stop questioning you.
That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. A monthly motto, huh? That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Panic, it's actually
Indeed.
fruit of the poisonous tree.
So,
But close.
tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were.
Game music is louder than our voices.
Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And yeah, Lost, I am an actual attorney. I'm a real lawyer.
Are you absolutely sure it was us? That sounds like a lawyer question.
Listen, pal. Dumb act won't get you so far. Their funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Alright, Mr. Gumshoe, that's enough of that.
He does.
Well, he does have a point about her. Excuse you, look at your hair. You look like you put in too much gel and then got caught in a windstorm.
That's
in a headwind. Not a windstorm, a headwind. She is pretty unmistakable, and you're not? I should pick my points to press.
I love Starbucks. Welcome to the courtroom. How are you doing? Does real property suck as much on the bar as it does learning it now?
Maya Fey.
No.
What was the question?
Does real property suck as much on the bar as it does learning it now? So presumably, I love Starbucks is in law school.
Oh, hey.
First year, presumably. Learning real property was miserable for me. I did terrible in that. And then I did just fine on the bar. So don't fret it. Don't fret it now. Just
Is there anything that if I were to press on each thing, is there any negative consequence of that?
No.
Okay.
Just next to last exam in real property on Thursday, and it's torture. Would you say it rises to the level of tortious conduct?
Boo! Boo!
Lawyer jokes.
Boo!
And not the normal kind,
No.
but like jokes for lawyers.
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that?
Done with
Me?
done with torts. Congrats.
I heard you say it.
You said it.
What?
Every once in a while they'll automatically play through things when it's just supposed to be one right after another.
Oh, okay.
They'll just be like, just for the emphasis of the fact of
Gotcha.
like everybody.
Gotcha. Yep, you said that. Mm-hmm.
Yep, you said it.
Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
I mean,
What? Miss May isn't
Hard-
suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal.
there's really not any kind of legal definition of hard
Well,
evidence.
I guess she is pink.
We have circumstantial and direct, but
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe.
and technically, if she was giving eyewitness testimony, that would qualify as direct evidence, which most people would consider hard evidence. So
but
this is a weird moment.
but the problem with eyewitness testimony is it's not as concrete as like evidence, like DNA evidence. Like because
Sure.
witness testimony is often wrong because it's based on what people see and their
Sure.
perceptions of that.
Yes, but in a court of law, evidence is based on what the trier of fact thinks is more accurate. You and I know eyewitness testimony is not very reliable. To most people, if someone's like, "Oh, I saw this happen," you're gonna assume that they're telling that what they saw what they saw.
You didn't happen to throw any veggies in, did you?
No.
Okay.
What veggies would I have thrown?
You could have done like some green beans in a pot.
Could have. That's true.
Okay. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
Bless you. Yeah,
Thank
no.
you.
Starbucks, I did.
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Starbucks, if it makes you feel any better, I did miserable my first year of law school, and then I
Yeah, you
passed the
did.
bar on my first try. Excuse you.
You did do miserable on the first year of
Did
law
so
school.
miserable.
It was bad. Yes. Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, Your Honor. Go back to doing your voices.
I'm sorry. So I'm singing, and more I'm sad.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony
I'm
again.
just trying to.
I know. Go back to chat. I'll do the voices.
Lost. I'm jealous. I don't know when me and Bubbles are gonna get to see Endgame.
I don't know.
Hopefully this
After
weekend.
securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes.
Okay, gotcha.
I found,
I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Objection, that is speculation.
Yep.
Yeah, lawyer by proxy.
Here's the question.
I sat through law school with you. I helped you study with the bar. Not really, but...
You know what?
Yeah.
Well, actually, you
prevented
me from studying for the bar as I should have.
I'm sorry.
It worked out fine, though.
But, yeah,
you're lucky.
because you're smart. And you're a good lawyer.
But, why is the objection calls for speculation inappropriate?
Because he's assuming that she wrote the killer's name.
Sure. Why is calls for speculation an appropriate objection outside of this context? Just why is it something that can be objected?
Because you're not allowed to speculate.
Why? That's
because let me think about how I want to phrase this. Because you're not you're giving a personal opinion, not fact.
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
Lay people are allowed to give opinion testimony, but
that's reserved for like
helpful.
Expert witnesses. They're asked for their
expert witnesses is a whole other can of worms when you really open it up.
Yeah.
Because it's anything can be considered expert testimony if you have sufficient knowledge on the subject such that it would be beneficial for a jury it'd be beneficial to help a jury decide the facts of the case.
Right.
It's super loose. You can be but
there's reasons there are books listing expert witnesses.
Sure.
And like you can't have Joe Average, who's giving a testimony, be speculating when he be giving his opinion when we don't know that he has the sufficient knowledge to give that opinion.
What opinions do you think lay people can give?
They shouldn't be giving any if they're just testifying on what they saw.
But shouldn't they?
No. Yes.
How tall was that person? Any estimate is an opinion.
Right, but guessing on someone's height.
Oh yeah, this is clearly inappropriate.
Saying that she wrote the killer's name, he has you can't speculate on motive, and you can't speculate on stuff like this. I know she wrote the killer's name. Well, do you? How do you know that? Did you possess her mind right as she was doing this?
I mean, Fox wants to know if we're introducing spectral evidence. So.
I mean, that would depend on your court. Clearly, we're dealing with some phase here, so it might come up.
You don't know.
How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Your speculation is your hard evidence. You're a terrible witness.
You're not wrong.
You should be the judge. You have a deeper voice.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, detective.
I'm already cross-examining.
Technically, he just gave new testimony, so you would get a new cross-examination.
Okay. That's
Obviously.
not how this is supposed to work.
It can. Also, a judge is allowed in their authority as judge to ask a question of the witness at any time.
Well, yeah, I know that, but the fact that all of these in this game are here's my testimony. Oh wait, here's my new testimony. Oh wait, here's my new testimony.
Actually,
I guess it just discredits them.
So what happens is, she basically judge can basically do what he wants.
Well, yeah, I mean, Obi and I had a whole discussion about facial hair and
judges have broad discretion
in their courtrooms
to determine how evidence is presented. Only when, and even then, if they get brought up on appeal, it's usually abuse of discretion standard, which is very hard to prove. For that, just keep that in mind. What was I saying before that? It was.
Oh, about it just discredits the witness.
So what happens is, so he gave that testimony, and then you posed the question. You showed the hole in his testimony.
Mm-hmm.
You've now opened the door
Mm-hmm.
for, on redirect, for him to fix his testimony. So that is an actual way that that can go.
Yeah, but then it...
But so what happens is you narrow it down further and further as to what can be discussed.
Yeah.
On the recross. So this would technically be your recross examination.
Okay. Here you go. You have a judge line. Read the judge line first.
Why don't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
If I was a judge, that's a question I would ask.
I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it. Your Honor, sir. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we're allowed spectral evidence since the case of Salem versus witches.
Again, a judge has total discretion within his courtroom.
Not total. Broad.
Broad discretion.
Broad discretion.
Could a judge allow spectral evidence?
It's gonna get challenged, and then I need to go pull that food out of
Oh yeah, go! Don't let our dinner burn.
Just move for a directed verdict to win this thing. Easy. Yep. You could try that. Good luck.
Wait, who says Gumshoe is a cutie? Panic, of course she does. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Again. Pull out the tilapia before it burns! Though I like mine extra crispy, so maybe not. After securing the suspect... Oh, geez, hold on. Let me take a drink of water here. Because this isn't working. Obi, I need more water too, please. I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found the memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be examining this. But I don't think there was anything. Piece of pepper. My own eyes. Okay. I'm gonna see what he has to say about this. Next to body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, Smarty Pants? You can't call people names like that, Mr. Gumshoe. Well, yeah, like not when you're...
So many worse things in courtrooms.
Who? I did. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Duh. Oh, come on now, Edgeworth. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Ah, irk. Ha! I guess that was just a bit of a tall order for you. Look how fancy he is with his ruffled doublet. Oh yeah, I gotta look at Chad every so often. Yeah, Bubbles, how about you? Thoughts on Jim Carrey, Dr. Eggman? I don't know what that means. Oh, but yeah, Bubbles, how about you? Thoughts on Jim Carrey, Dr. Eggman?
Oh, did you not see, have you seen the Sonic trailer?
No.
The new Sonic the Hedgehog trailer just dropped.
Where did my trivet go? Baby, why'd you steal my trivet? Where? I can't see that.
Why'd you put it there?
I have not seen the Sonic trailer, so I don't know what that means. Huh. I thought Jim Carrey, like, went into oblivion. We haven't heard anything from him in years. Yeah. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Arg. Well, detective, tell us what's written on that memo you found.
Do you mean like the lack of evidence that somebody's gone into oblivion?
Where has he been then?
You know, you heard it here, folks. Jim Carrey had been sucked into the Shadow Realm.
I mean, have you heard from him in, like, I don't know, 5 years? Has he been
Yeah,
in anything?
he did the Christmas Carol. Disney's Christmas Carol.
When?
They did that CGI
in like
version.
1990?
No! They did like that CGI version. It's actually really good.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
How do you not know that one?
Wait, did you say 1990?
You said 1990! This is Bubbles with her hard evidence and eyewitness testimony.
Spectral evidence. The spirits told me.
For sure it's spelt Maya. The Y looks kind of like an X to me.
Maxa.
Or, objection, badgering, haven't taken trial ads,
Well,
so no
the
idea
word
when
Maya
to
was
do that.
clearly written in blood. Let's see what he has to say about this. Do you have
That-
proof it was Mia who wrote that? Same thing. Of course I do. Oh, he sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Confidence is not everything, Phoenix.
Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's.
Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. But the killer could have used her finger.
Objection! Gosh, miss having pain in here.
She was right-handed. Ha ha ha. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there.
But Panic, I'm fine. I think I'm fine with Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. I'm not sure how I feel about Sonic yet, but
Does Sonic still not look right?
no.
Okay, good. Detective Gumshoe. You get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name. This is a good question.
Starbucks, it's not the CGI that looks bad. It's the design that looks bad. Let's be honest here. The CGI is fine.
Yeah, CGI is great. Like, look at, have you seen the new Lion King trailers?
No, like this particular CGI.
But that's the thing. At this point in time, it's hard to make CGI look bad unless you're doing it on purpose. Sonic just is a terrible design. And, like, have you seen the fan designs?
Yeah, like I've seen the people who've done like I did some small edits to make him look better, and it looks infinitely better.
Yeah, like, whoever drew him for the CGI for the movie did a terrible job.
Adges, welcome to the courtroom. How are you doing? Literally.
Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, detective.
It's a game.
Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I have some coffee cubes in the freezer. I should add one to my now room temperature iced coffee. I guess I haven't heard of many cases. No. You don't find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name?
Fox, you don't know.
Especially the name of her own sister?
You know how Sonic got to America? It could be fine.
Well, actually, you got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant.
Oh my god! This is literally what I've been saying.
The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the
There's
accused.
a treasure chest. We can get more
Ah.
money.
Adges, thank
Thanks,
you so
Adges.
much for the 176 bits. Much appreciated. The victim wrote down the name of the accused.
No!
No! The victim wrote down
Oh,
the name
yes,
of the accused.
yes.
Victim told us the name of her killer.
No! No! That is speculation! You can't have that!
You had to wait for it, sweetheart. That's why you can't object before the objectionable thing's been said. You already blew your chance. You ruined it. That's why you have to be careful about over-objecting in actual courts.
I did over-object!
You already had started yelling at him. He hadn't said anything wrong yet.
Be a judge.
Order! Order!
That didn't go so well.
That's right. What he said.
That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be some contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it.
Did you press him on everything?
No.
Yeah, Sonic could have run here from the UK. He could run fast enough to not break the surface tension of water.
I'm getting to the good part.
I object on the grounds that it will ruin my case. This isn't liar, liar, but fair enough.
What kind of tests were those again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood and their
Hemoglobin.
Hermogoblins?
Hermogoblins?
Hermogob.
Homogobob!
Hermogoblin bobbin.
Hermogobob!
I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests.
Then how are you laying the foundation for it?
Judge.
Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony.
Thanks, pal. I mean,
Hobogoblins.
Your Honor, sir. Hobo goblins. Goblin boblins.
Boca boblins?
Hmm?
Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah.
Called the Judge Pal in contempt. Yep.
I
That's
look
right.
forward. Oh, this is you.
Look forward to your next evaluation, as should you.
Hmm.
Oh.
That feels like a threat. That was a mess. Yeah, it was.
Right, where was I? Also, blood found on the victim's fingers.
I asked about that. Oops.
So did you ask about everything?
I think I did my own eyes. Maybe I didn't do this one? Yep, I did that one. Witness was in her hotel room, not the office.
You did not press the own eyes one,
Oh,
according
okay.
to Crimson.
Try pulling the other leg.
Well, Detective,
Thank you, Crimson.
tell us what was written on the memo that you found.
Which one?
You
Own
said
eyes?
own eyes.
I thought I did own eyes.
Well, we'll find out.
I think I might not have done the Maya on the paper.
Did you find any evidence? No, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Listen, I'm getting to the... yeah, you did this one.
Yeah. That one.
It proves me that wrote that.
I did that one.
I don't remember.
No.
Motion for continuance. He didn't disclose the whereabouts of Miss May. Oh, bud, no. Would you like some help?
Yes.
Have you done a thorough run through of your evidence to make sure you know what you've got?
Oh,
Just go to hit present, and it just make sure you, instead of actually presenting it, you end up backing out of it.
okay.
And don't look at chat, because I don't know if they're going to figure it out.
Okay.
I want to see if you can figure it out. There's something here that will help you.
The wiretap, but we haven't gotten to that part
Why
yet.
would that help you?
But I'm getting there. I'm talking through it fine.
I'm sorry. I'm just here to help you.
The lights, the broken glass in, that's how she could have cut her finger to write the name.
Sure, but as far as right now, the assumption is that she wrote her own name.
Mm-hmm.
We're all assuming she wrote her own name.
Mm-hmm.
Or we wrote that name.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to prove that she managed to cut herself.
No. I don't know.
Did you read the actual description on each of those? It's the attorney. It's the attorney badge. It's always the attorney badge.
Oh, okay. 9 p.m. Chief and Maya. Broken beyond recognition. It's a clock.
Cripsy, clearly the attorney's badge is the right answer. They just see it and know that you must be right by the authority of the badge.
A memo written on a piece of paper. Like, maybe because this is a receipt? It's not, I mean, it's a piece of paper, but it's a receipt.
Okay.
Like, how specific is the gumshoe supposed to be?
No, don't. Yeah, it's. I don't know that this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. It wouldn't be something that. It
nitpicky.
probably wouldn't be that nitpicky, because it is a piece of paper. Just because it's more specifically a receipt doesn't.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
Read that one again.
9/5 at 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Nothing to cut her finger?
No. Next line.
Death was instantaneous. Okay. Where do I present this then? Before she died.
There you go. Yeah, that's why it'll be points for you. Just you have to read the evidence for things like that.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe. Like I said, this is your big moment.
There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. I got excited.
I know you
Lost my words.
It's okay.
You say that the victim, Mia Fey,
Mamma mia.
wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
Bum bum bum. But
No butting your way out of this one, detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report?
Sorry.
Oh,
When? 9/5. When did the murder occur? She died on 9/5. When is this?
I'm gonna say, it's like 9/5. She died on 9/5. When did the murder occur?
Yeah, she died on 9/5. What's today's date? What's the correct answer?
I assume it was the day after the murder.
It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being?
His facial expression.
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
Sorry, what? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request.
You can't do that.
Perform a second autopsy? I can't do that?
Yeah, I guess you can, but you have to consult with me first.
Do I?
You have to at least let me know it's being done.
Do I?
I asked for discovery.
I'm not sure that Phoenix filed her discovery.
Well, then if he didn't, he's a bad lawyer, because you should always file for discovery.
Technically speaking, the the prosecution only has to turn over such evidence that would be useful in helping you to exonerate your client.
This would be helpful!
How would it be? How would it be helpful?
Because then I won't be using outdated information to prove the witness's testimony wrong.
It's not what it means. Not useful, but that it might have exculpatory evidence. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya.
This is a court of law. We should not be imagining anything. We need facts.
Thank you. That is all. I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth.
Was that you or was that Phoenix?
Both. Should known you'd have something up your sleeve. That, again, I filed for discovery. He needed to turn over all the evidence. Also, you can't just be like, one, there is never a murder and then a trial, like 3 days apart. That doesn't happen. You sit and you rot in jail for a couple months and then maybe you get a trial.
You could get out on bail.
You could.
Mr. Wright. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked.
Hell yeah, I do!
Something you want to say.
You're a sham. The detective is sham. I'm a sham. Huh. Why is everything a sham? I don't want to say any of this.
Well, you gotta pick one.
I don't want to because this seems like I'm going to be held in contempt. Like, I'm not going to accuse people of being shams in a court of law.
This is clearly a kangaroo court. Don't worry about panic. I'm a sham. I think the detective's more of a sham than Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe! You're a sham! Wow, that's rude.
How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. Gumshoe is a sweetie, big bully Bubbles.
Hey, I see now that Edgeworth is the real villain.
You are at fault, detective.
And that Detective Gumshoe is, like, being threatened by this man, like, with losing his job. So really, Edgeworth is the bully.
You called him a sham.
Because he is. Because he's lying for Edgeworth.
This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
See?
But... Oh.
You can't say that in a court of law. That's like
That's what you
intimidating
say
the
outside.
witness.
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
You have to do that before you get to the trial.
Submitting it to the court?
Yeah.
No!
No?
No. Evidence is...
I called discovery!
That means you should have gotten a copy.
Yeah, exactly.
But the court doesn't get it until it's presented at trial and then asked to be admitted into evidence at the close of the party's case in chief.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got a little excited. I jumped the gun on that. So your stream is probably learning more about lawyery things than any other stream on Twitch right now.
Yeah, I hope Starbucks is still here so you can learn things. Well, Your Honor. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
No, it doesn't.
Strongly suggests.
That's okay.
He didn't draw a conclusion, even though
The judges.
Yeah, I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Educational stream.
Darn. This isn't good. The prosecution would like to
call its next witness.
Sorry.
This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Oh, it's gonna be that floozy Miss May.
It's your move. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent?
That was an inappropriate joke, Phoenix.
Also, why is she like... Why she got wrists all bent like that?
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink.
That's how Bubbles actually winks. She just says wink.
Actually, yeah, I can't wink.
If you never speak it in absolutes, then you should almost never be technically wrong. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aww. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Not really their heart. More... Moving on.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? When the murder?
Gee. I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked
Crimson
in
says
right after
second
lunch.
head.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Crimson.
Moiter. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy. Oh, sorry. That's right, big boy.
I was like,
Sorry, I misread it.
please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness's account. Boop, 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 boop,
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out my window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy, witsy, wink.
You just, man, that just couldn't get that one out, could you?
No, it felt...
Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony.
No, it's not.
Don't see any need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What about my cross-examination?
Thought the witness's testimony just now was quite... firm, didn't you?
Like her breasts. Yeah, I'm sure you saw that. But...
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not?
Understudy is not the right word there. Junior associate.
Understudy. You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, that's why
No
I
thanks!
interrupted you.
No thanks!
I'll gladly proceed with cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to.
I heard that.
She has to have some weakness. Yes, she does. She's a bubble brain.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Or maybe she just wants you to think she's a bubble brain. You don't know.
Okay, so the 9 o'clock is pretty solid. That's when she died. Long hair being attacked.
Oh.
The woman with long hair, was that Mia Fay? Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing?
And the person attacking her?
The one attacking her is a messy girl. How could you see from that far away? How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He is not right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. Yeah, I'm not done cross-examining it. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
That face. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Do you know that's where we're going?
Yeah, because they mentioned her weird clothes at the beginning.
Her being a hippie.
Yeah.
Her hippie clothes. That face.
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But...
So we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. Huh. I said that before it actually popped up. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? I read that as rawr. Like a dinosaur sound.
Please do that in the sexiest way that you can.
Also, did you notice her eye is twitching?
Yes. That's the beauty of this game. As you slowly break their testimony, they just they unravel more and more, and it's great.
Rawr! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like you to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Her boobs just jiggled.
I don't know, shut up.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's what boobs
I'll
do.
be a
Didn't you
good
know that?
girl. I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her.
Oh, did you? Is that what happened there?
I guess.
Is that what happened there, Nick?
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Now you say the hippie clothes. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did.
Gosh dang it, Panic.
That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. How do you know it's a clock? Were you there? Were you have extra information? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? How you like this, Obi?
It was good. It was good. C. Only wish you'd been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
Joker, there's a treasure chest. We can get
Crimson,
more money.
thank you so much for the 100
Thank you, Crimson.
plus 10 bits.
Okay. I'm gonna start here.
Okay.
A clock. Yeah, it did. Are you that forgetful, Phoenix? I'm pretty forgetful, but I didn't forget that. Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win 'em all. Nope, I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
Do 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 do.
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand. Right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
You just said you didn't look at her clothes. How convenient. That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. Oh, sorry.
Lost? Yeah, you can recommend a game. I just reserve the right to say no. Anybody's always
Where did this
recommend a game.
weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk.
Lost, I did...
What sort of weapon was it?
I did videos on the Portal games. On the YouTubes.
I can't do Portal.
And Bubbles can't do Portal.
I can't do Portal. Like, I will literally have to go in another room if he plays Portal. But they are on YouTube. That clock. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I'm going to present evidence, I think.
Yeah, Bubbles has bad simulator sickness.
So bad. Like, it says here, though, that it is actually a clock, but... Like, I assume this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be like, how did you know it was a clock? Right?
I don't know. Try it. You've got that entire bar to make mistakes.
Miss May. What
Minimum
you
portals used
said
speedrun?
just now was quite revealing. Oh, revealing? Ooh. You'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Erp. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. He was found guilty of murder. Hey.
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh. Erp. Erp.
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And, as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before.
Panic you can, but
Well,
like I
only
said
once.
to Lost, I reserve the right to say no. Objection sustained. May continue to question the witness.
I feel like you needed to overrule Edgeworth's objection first and then say, so objection overruled, objection sustained.
Meh.
Woo, that was close, but he's a judge and he can do what he wants. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
The one
What?
renders the other one moot, so.
So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. From your hotel room. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
Law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Are you kidding me?
What's wrong, Bubbles?
Are you kidding me?
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
Unless that little clock sounds like frickin' Big Ben, she's not gonna hear it say the time. No, I am not satisfied, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I am not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. She couldn't have heard it! You were at the hotel! There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door.
You have proof that she could not?
Is she a bat?
Amateurs, amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing.
Then I would like to propose the test to see if she really could have heard.
Prosecution denies your request.
What? On what grounds?
This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed. Objection sustained.
The heck is even happening in this freaky kangaroo court? Damn, time to switch directions quick.
Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright?
No, Your Honor. I'm not. I can't give up now. I'm
Feel
not
satisfied.
satisfied because it couldn't have rung.
Pull up the court record. Oh, I guess the problem is you have to remember. Oh, open up that conversation.
Oh, it's not working.
Go one more over.
Take the clockwork out.
Boom.
So do I oh wait, I go back. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork.
Bum bum bum.
Oh, he hit it 3 times. He's real upset.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look. Right now.
Oh. Excuse you.
Sorry. See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. It's empty. She couldn't have heard it. The clock is empty. It couldn't have rung.
You're close.
Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May?
Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew.
'Cause he paid attention to his evidence. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much.
Still you.
Oh, the evidence that proves that when the clockwork removed is this cell phone call, right?
Is it?
Yes. Yeah?
Then why are you asking?
Because I want to make sure.
Take that!
Look at this.
It's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording.
Bum bum
A
bum.
recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Hey,
Order! Order!
get off Twitter and pay attention to me
To
and my
you.
game.
Pay attention to you.
Yeah.
That's it, sweetheart. It's not needy. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Neither was that new autopsy report, you jerk face. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
The good detective. Better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
You are rude, Edgeworth. I hope you lose your job. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Yeah. Let's hear it. Beep. We know all this. Isn't working right now. It's not working. Lame. Take clockwork out. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Burp! Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, do you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. It's a homemade item. The witness claims she's seen it before. She hasn't, but contradicts the evidence already submitted.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Made by Larry Butts. Right?
Butts.
What are you, 12? Take that. It's simple. The clock was never in any store ever. What? Friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Ooh.
Oh, excuse is not on sale today?
Rude.
Oh. Ah! Huh. Why did her boobs do that?
What's it to you, porcupine head?
Also rude. That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Huh.
That's a lot.
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jiggle physics! Is she going to transform? Says this is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Honestly, if the judge said that, I would probably and I was her, if I was May, I'd probably just wiggle them more to distract everyone more.
Will remain calm?
Yeah, I would go in opposition to that. Oh? Oh? Silly me! Did I lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee! Wink. Scary.
Fox, this isn't even my final form. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior?
I have lots of opinions on her bouncing breasts.
That's not... That's not what he's asking about now, is it?
I mean...
This is it, sweetheart.
Yes. Your Honor, allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it.
Her heart so went full on JoJo. I don't know what you're talking about.
The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Didn't you even ask me?
No, because it's the only way she could have. Look at this. Ah! Oh, that? I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not?
Yeah, Lost, I knew that JoJo was an anime.
That's
Sorry,
not how
I've never watched it.
wiretaps work. I guess if it was a landline. Ooh,
Do you
ooh.
not remember when you were in the law office? There was a comment about like the phone being unscrewed. And
Oh, that's
stuff.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Your
yeah.
Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. It's just the phone call, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's just the phone. It has to be. Right?
Is it?
Don't be like this.
Wait, why don't you just say, if you think that's it, then just say it. You have still like a whole bar worth of mistakes to make.
I prevent
the defendant's phone. The defendant will never see it again.
Yes,
we've seen that.
Listen again. It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue.
Young Xehanort and some
Miss
voice actors
April
were in it.
May,
That's fun.
you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Yes. Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Honor, look like
the witness.
Ching. Wink.
That was weird.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La la gra.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
Crimson.
Oh.
Yes, whenever you don't want to answer a question in court, just start singing.
Oh no, if I don't want to answer a question, I'm going to start sobbing. That's a much better response.
Singing, sobbing.
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? Gah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
Relevancy is a tricky objection. While the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
Ha, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Really? Really, Phoenix Wright?
Ace Attorney.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
I never said she was. I just said she was tapping the phone. How did this get so far out of my hands? What happened here? What, is this how real trials go? This is a sham. This trial is a sham. Not all of you individual people, the whole thing.
So, where does that leave us?
That's a good question, Judge.
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone.
Yeah, we established that.
However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever.
You might
Her testimony
be right.
stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're going to just let her walk away. I read that wrong, but that's fine. There's no way I can win unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Yes, I do. I'm not sure. I'm gonna think of something. What's the correct answer here? Do I keep going with Miss May and her crazy shenanigans? Or do I call the bellboy? Because, like, the whole iced coffee thing, like... So?
What do you mean, so?
So, like, you ordered room service at the time of the murder. I know you didn't commit the murder.
Throw out the witness testimony due to being unreliable. So, that's not how that works.
Not at all. You want it to, though. Everyone wants it to.
Yeah. And it's fair that you do. But, enough holes in the testimony merely go to the credibility. Credibility merely goes to the weight of the evidence, not the admissibility of it.
So basically, a jury can be like, I don't think she's credible. I don't think what she has to say is reasonable. But, like, the court itself doesn't throw it out. Right?
Yeah, more or less.
So what's the, like,
I think all roads get you there. So it's your call. It just changes how it has to go down.
Okay, I'll call the bellboy. Call the bellboy. Something suspicious. I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason this time?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Can you object to calling a witness? You can.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. This is my condition.
What? Nope, that's about how I feel, Phoenix. I don't want to call the bellboy anymore. That's also not how that works. You can't... Oh.
Well, do you accept the condition or do you give up?
I accept the condition, I guess. I'll lose everything, basically. Understood, I accept. Humph.
Fool, you fell right into my trap. But Crimson, yeah, you can object to the calling of a witness, but it's a weird circumstance to try and do so.
But
Very well.
You can't make agreements like that. Like if you can't, if you don't find something in this witness's testimony, your client's guilty. Like you can't do that.
Edworth really needs to get off his giraffe. A horse isn't high enough.
Huh.
That is a beautiful. That's a beautiful statement there. Lost
Calls
11.
bellboy.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
He brought his.
Yes, sir.
He brought his tea and cookies with him.
I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. A tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
If she was getting her iced coffee at 9, she couldn't have seen the murder at 9.
So the entire testimony just has to be, yes, I brought her iced coffee. This is the worst idea. Yep.
Do the job or Maya's dead.
Bum, bum, brr.
This is for 4 generations. Okay. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally, sir.
I had bellboy won't check people in.
Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then?
Then... 9 on the dot.
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9. The time of the murder.
Bump, 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 bump. Judge,
Precisely at 9.
describe all of what you saw in detail, please. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would she be so particular so she could have an alibi about the effing murder that was happening across the way? Oh, you kidding me? I didn't think...
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that's about what I say.
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, an embracer, sir.
Embracer? I think it's supposed to be embrassier. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Embrasser. There we go. Why did she do that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir.
Yep,
Like
nope, I agree. It sounds pretty fishy.
He's wording it like she flashed him. You're not wrong,
I
Ross.
know, right? Like, I don't think she just embraced. Or kissed, rather. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted Bellboy to remember her. She also was probably scantily clad.
No, because we saw her.
No good, there's nothing there.
We saw her when we went in there and she was on the phone with the police. She was fully clothed. Because we could see her up through the window when she screamed.
Was she though?
Well,
She
at least
was
her top half
backlit.
was. You could see her top half.
That's what I'm saying.
No, before you were saying she was backlit. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. Witness may leave the stand.
Can't let this happen. Protest! Because I'm not giving up. Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
Yes. Let me ask one more thing.
Your Honor, I must object. Bless you twice, Bubbles.
Thank you.
This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay.
Bump, bump. Bump, bump.
This is really it now. My last chance. Or else Maya is dead. Bed making. Yep, I knew it was more than just a kiss. What do I ask about?
I don't know. What do you ask about?
I'm asking you for help. I want to get this right.
Maybe he's lying in exchange for boobies.
I think that's exactly what's happening. He's totally lying in exchange for boobies. Do you see her boobies? Every time she spoke, they bounced.
What's your point?
Boobies don't do that in real life. I know, to the bane of every male existence.
So I'm failing to see your point, my dear.
What do I ask him about?
I don't know what you're asking about.
I don't know. Help me.
You poking me.
Hey.
Hey.
What
hey.
do I pick?
I don't know. What do you pick?
Hey,
Hey.
help me. What do I pick?
Sweetheart, it's been a long time ago. I don't remember all the answers.
You lie. You remember everything.
Not everything.
I know this because I remember nothing.
Yeah, that's what makes it feel like I remember everything. Ask any of the people who watch any of my YouTube videos. They're like, you don't remember anything.
What's the right answer?
I don't know.
I really want to pick bed making.
Then do it. That'd be hilarious.
It probably would be. Well, I get a chance to redo it.
If nothing, if the worst case scenario is that you would lose and you would go back to the last save point, which can't be too far back.
Okay. I mean, I won't. I'll ask. Because check-in, like, it's odd that a bellboy did the check-in, but, like, that's not super out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. So then what question
Room
are you
service
wanting to
we've
ask?
generally covered. We haven't talked about bed making at all. It leads me to believe that this is what I should pick. It probably isn't, but Obi, help me.
Just pick. Go with your gut. Which one do you think is the right answer?
Room service.
Well,
But I feel like we've exhausted that. I'm looking at you expectantly for you to lead me in the right direction.
well, if you think it's room service, then go with room service.
I don't think it is. Check-in, because he mentioned them. Checked in Miss May.
Oh, all right. Very well, sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really.
I see. Excuse me? What exactly was the disappointment?
Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there.
What did he say? See, I knew it.
You didn't know it? That's why we say him and all.
No! And then I remembered the them. I said that. I said I'll do check-in to find out more about the them.
How'd you not just assume that them were her boobs? Rather, quite.
I actually didn't assume that because I am not a guy.
That was the illusion. That's why he was blushing when he was talking about them.
I missed that. Bellboy! That's rude. He has a name. Tell
Yeah,
us the
I know,
truth
Crimson.
now.
I thought that was the case, but I couldn't recall for certain.
Did Miss May check in with another person?
I object. That was objectionable. Nope. Objection overruled. Witness will answer the question. Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Suppose.
Supposed.
Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who he asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. So, here's the thing.
You're full!
Here's the thing. Witness prep is a thing.
Yeah. But you're not allowed to tell your witness to leave out evidence.
That's not evidence.
Leave out parts of the testimony?
It's technically evidence, but...
I knew it! You jerk! Don't make me question my lawyer knowledge. I've done it. I won. Miss April May checked into a twin room. What hotel has twin beds? I guess they mean a 2-bed room? A twin room? With a man. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room.
That's right, sir. Wait, you had to bring the dog in. What happened? So, we questioned them. We questioned the bellboy about room service. He meant, or about check-in. He mentioned the fact there were 2 of them, and now and we also found out that Edgeworth had told him not to disclose the fact there were 2 people in that room unless he had been specifically asked about it.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Doesn't matter. It means that the man with Miss May, obviously.
That's super illegal.
Isn't what super illegal?
Telling somebody to withhold evidence, I'm assuming?
Oh.
It's witness prep. It's definitely objectionable. It's not good practice, but it's the thing that happens.
Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi for the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
You hate her name? Why, Lost? What's wrong with
April
her name?
May? You know there are actual people out there named April May. Like first name April, middle name May.
Are you looking at me? Or
Is your name April May?
no, it's just like... It's just months. Upstart. Amateur.
I know there are people who have done sisters that way.
These
April May and June.
accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. Expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Stream's still going though. Don't run away. There you go. You made it. You made it through day 1 of the trial, sweetheart. And almost like in real life, we're out before 3.
Amazing. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Again, other attorney was cool. Huh? Face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. Sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Is the controller vibrating? Is your phone going off?
It's the controller.
Okay.
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
You get to go back to prison!
Oh, I see.
You get to go back to prison. You get to go back to prison.
I got a great lead today in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down later. Oh, that's still Phoenix. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Right, that's just what Maya wants to hear. Huh, that's not the answer I thought she'd give. Yes, sir!
Wouldn't you rather be far from closed than her be found guilty? Which is where you started this whole thing at?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Find out more. Think he was the one who, maybe. Oh. I leaned on the controller.
Here's my badge!
Don't worry. This is how you know I'll get the job done. Find him by tomorrow. That is a bold statement, Phoenix.
So, I actually have a story on that.
Okay.
Before you continue.
Okay.
So, I took my trial advocacy class from an actual. He's an assistant prosecutor in the county. He was telling us that there was a point where they were at trial. They needed to find a witness. He wasn't at his last known address. He was nowhere. They had no idea where he was. But there's a guy. I don't think he actually told us what his name was. But they all called him Batman.
Okay.
He's like, the guy can find anyone.
Fancy.
And he needed to find the witness for the trial the next day. Like, the trial had already been going on. It got continued to the next day. He found the guy, told him, he's like, I need you to find this person. I need them tomorrow. The guy said, okay, and left. He walked into court. The attorney walked into court the next day. And sitting there in the courtroom was Batman and the witness.
Fancy.
I'm just like, that's the kind of person you need.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of investigators you look for in life.
Yeah. Come in handy. Not so sure. Wise. Part hasn't been stricken from the record.
What lost?
I don't know how much this will do me.
How much this good will do me?
Yeah. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Mine does a long tension snack. I need to set her free.
To be continued. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, see, now you're stuck with it.
What?
Gosh, you're saving.
What?
Now you won't be able to go back and fix your mistakes. I'm kidding. You're fine.
Why the hell do you do this? You're an ass sometimes.
No.
That was a jerk thing to do.
I'm nice to you.
That was a jerk thing to do.
No, it would have been a jerk thing to do if I would let you get all the way backed out so that you couldn't save. That would have been a jerk thing. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I mean, you wouldn't have saved up to this point. If you backed out.
I would have bit you.
Strip had us. It wasn't me who had it. It was the assistant prosecutor for the county who had it. But yeah, no, I was just like, that's amazing.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dang place as this. Oh yeah, I said we were gonna kind of speed through this part and then we do voices for the trials.
So
not.
To get
I
you,
hope you die.
to let you guys know how we've changed things up. It was moving a bit too slowly for Bubbles' sake, and really probably for streaming purposes as well. So only in court will we actually be reading verbatim what they're saying out loud, doing voices.
I want to be asked.
Outside of that, we're just kind of gonna go through reading
head.
and.
Porcupine head and then spiky head. I like it.
Oh, so you like her?
No, I mean, look at her twitchy eye. Also, she's got some terrible dark
Scaring
circles.
security guard.
I mean, look at him back there. He looks terrified.
I mean, they put her in. She's in jail, so.
How did you get to be so totally whacked? Drugs. Oh, boob job gone wrong.
Wow. Rude. Doesn't look like a cell to me. No, this is the visiting area.
Yeah.
Because this is where we get to talk to her. You don't talk to... The attorney doesn't talk to people while they're in their cell. That's ridiculous.
No, everyone knows you go out to a little room and it's got a guard in it. Sometimes it's across a little pane of glass with a phone on a wall. Tell me about the man. No way, Jose.
His name's Phoenix. Technically, it's Nick, but
What?
remember, Maya called him Nick.
I don't remember that. So
You
wait, why is he called Phoenix then?
I mean, his name is Phoenix, but it is called Nick for short.
Oh, like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Wiretap! Why'd you do it? Sounds so criminal. It is a crime. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school.
Hey, that's what you called it.
Sometimes. Creep.
Clearly, go into their cell and lock yourself in the cell with them, then have all guards leave for privacy. That sounds
What?
terrifying.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Doesn't usually put
You
the
get
person
shanked.
in cuffs. It depends. It depends on the court, because like in some places there's no points in because like here, I think you're supposed to be divided. Here you're divided by a window. There's like a pane of glass here that they're talking through. In those cases, they don't need to be put in handcuffs.
Also, if she was cuffed, how could she do this silly little arm thing that she's doing?
Just with the chain between her wrists. Come on.
No chain is that long. They're all like, they keep your hands really close now.
You don't know. Yeah, now in here. Also, we have to keep in mind this is like a fictional version of.
Why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Bottom feeding some scum sucking.
Scucking? Was that what you're gonna say?
I don't know. Scum sucking lawyer. That face.
It still twitches.
Yeah. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me?
Just you.
I'm gonna just go back. I'm just gonna move away. Let's go back to the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime.
Forensics is taking a day off. Gumshoes nowhere. Police doubt there are clues. Look around.
These two
Sim.
gumshoes. What's that the theme song for?
Chippendale.
Joker,
It's just not working
there's
in my
a
head.
treasure chest.
Thanks,
We
Crimson.
can get more money.
Maya's pie plant.
Crimson, thank you for the 100 plus 10 bits. Good night. Sleep well. We will adventure on with in your stead for the time being. Oh, I guess we'll see you tomorrow, where you'll finally get to participate in some Smash World of Light. Gosh, again, you are spoiled by the fact that you have a check mark in the magnifying glass when you've already looked at something. Like, I'd have killed for that.
Ah, welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Quite the performance. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot.
No, not at all, sir. So if it's going to help the wet rep. Yes, our reputation will swell as a hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. Charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir.
Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murders.
I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee.
Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream?
So, you are our honored guest. Please let us know if there's anything I can bring you.
About Miss May.
Oh, goodness. Oh, her? Said Dr. Bose. She'd do it, I said.
To what? What? He is super suspicious.
I would object to that, sir.
Man with you.
Ah,
with her.
yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh, wait. I might be a little insensitive here now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger.
Danger.
Yes, danger.
You.
Quite.
Well, there we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo. Oops. Tell me about the hotel. What was that?
That was a loot.
Okay. Absolutely. Excellent idea. Currently this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. Subtitle.
I propose that we instead just swap the two words that make up the name of the hotel.
Watergate.
Exactly. Who would have ever named a hotel like that? No one has ever heard of a scandal happening at such a place.
No, he wants to name it Murder Manor.
Yes, well.
I agree with Phoenix's sentiments of Psycho Bellboy. I know whatever floats your tea set. I'm done with you.
That is quite rude, ma'am.
Oh yeah, I can go see this thing.
That's where you found the wiretap.
Please leave that as it is. It's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murders.
The drawer of terror!
Please read this. You gotta add some flair to it.
That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's said to become one of the most popular attractions here.
This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Huh. A vase. It's got some fleurs. Modern art. Still
Modern art!
I thought I just saw it. There. Oh, nice weather.
Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Might as well just name it the Overlook Hotel and say screw it. Just kidding, sir.
By looking in his eyes, I say he was more than serious. Also, he's a bellboy, like not the owner.
You don't know.
Bottle and 2 glasses. Why hasn't he cleaned these up?
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry.
He's a bellboy. Why is he so concerned about this? Alright.
So I don't know if you caught it earlier when Crimson said it, but when you were trying to decide between which of the 3 options, asking about the bed making, the check-in, or room service, all 3 would have got you to the same result.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I need to go back to law offices, but it's here. Oh, the picture's gone.
Really? Took you... But, like, it's even discolored!
No, alright. Yeah, painting of Marvin Grossberg. Wasn't it? Wasn't very memorable. It was like him as like a cowboy, like, or a farmhand or something.
Or maybe as a fisherman?
Was it a fisherman? No, it wasn't.
Or was it?
It wasn't.
Are you so certain?
What's this? Old photos? 2 lying here. Written in pencils. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. Sure no one will miss one little photo. Quietly added.
Wait. Which photo will you take?
Well, I think the
will you
woman
take?
is probably Mia and Maya's mom. And this one is probably the dude that got wronged in that case. That was like hunting them down. I'll swap it. Because this might be the man with Miss Faye.
Miss Faye? Or Miss May?
Miss May.
So glad these names aren't similar at all.
No. Makes it so easy to deal with.
You again!
Gone. More reason back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault. You just don't have spiky hair. You also have a spiky heart.
Spiky heart.
That does it. No, what?
Phoenix, don't shave your hair.
Tell me about him. Where is he? I'm not telling. Look, he's being accused of murder. Oh, thank you. Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops? No. See? Damn. Alright. Oh! That's him.
It's him, detective?
I'm the lawyer.
Oh, I know that. Of course. Just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is.
No. No, I don't. And that
Oh.
is exactly what I would have said, too, in real life.
Instead of just thinking it.
Yeah.
Not a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May.
How about I write an
Yep.
affidavit? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited. Yeah, if you want to write it. Well, sure. Why not?
Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit.
Okay, you do you. Just be quick about it. Bellboy's affidavit.
Wonder if we managed to get that notarized. And really, he wrote it not in the presence of a notary, so you can't even present that.
Do I show her the affidavit? Or the picture?
Being out of court, there's no penalty to. You could literally show her everything if you so desired.
Aha!
What?
Who? When? Why?
Forgot where.
It is him. No, no, that's not right.
You don't know. You don't know me.
Do you have any proof it was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. Bellboy's affidavit.
Are you sure that's what you want?
No use playing dumb. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been a witness to a murder, your little friend was missing. The press would have a field day with his reputation. Ooh, fine, I'll talk. You win, liar.
Lawyer.
It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fist in the air? Now tell me what about that man. He's my boss. Something tells me he's more than just a boss. Wright. Yep, that's the man who went after.
President of the Information Gathering Blue Corp.
Yeah.
You say you were missing a color.
but it's the person that made the girls' mom so miserable.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yes. Well, I suppose you call it detective. Who is with you? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. Wright himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located?
Just Google it.
Yep. Finally a lead. Take action. Small boy's affidavit discarded. Aww.
Goodbye!
Why? I wanted to submit that to the court. Blue Corp. What's with the surreal decor? Hey! Isn't that the painting?
Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage.
What the heck?
Your name. What's your name? I was just inquiring, asking the title that you go by.
Oh, right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably?
Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary.
No, because your words are made up.
I am Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My
No.
business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite.
Is that why you have a giant fake diamond on your lapel?
You don't know, it might be real. I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged.
Oh, what a fruitcake.
Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this.
What does he mean?
No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself?
This kind of thing.
It is modeled on my body, you see. Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you?
No.
Rude.
Yeah, see? I said it.
Yep.
It was from Mr.
Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That's right, there is a bona fide original with
You
5
sure
million
said
share.
a bona fide. Bona fide certified. From Aladdin.
Is he genie?
No.
Well, he makes up words. He doesn't mispronounce words. Come on.
Judges special runner-up, best participation, judges cooperation, special good try prize. The words judges and special kind of stand out.
Interesting.
Holding up the world, Blue Corp. Mr. White.
Truly a work of art, but probably too beautatious for you to appreciate, correct?
I think it's a little beautatious for about anyone to appreciate.
Rude. You're like, that vase is suspicious. I bet there's evidence in that vase! What do I do with these?
Oh, 20-story building. He is quite presidential. Okay, I think that's everything.
Just picturing the animation where Phoenix goes, grabs a vase, like, aha!
These are
No
beautiful.
clues! Puts it back, sits it down. Correct. She was my secretariat.
That's no.
Yes. What a shock it was to hear what she has done.
What she has done? You mean the wiretap?
Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this.
Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Were you in the hotel room?
Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy.
You stole that from a song.
So, Mr. Wright.
Bellboy saw you.
No matter! The bellboy can say what he pleases, I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that.
No, he doesn't, actually. Because the prosecution didn't know him.
Why wouldn't the prosecution have known about him?
Well,
Edgeworth knew that there were 2 people in there.
that's true.
Oh, the police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement.
Also, why is the prosecution in this game, like, protecting the witnesses? Like, why...
If you were a prosecution, wouldn't want to protect your witnesses who had witnessed a heinous murder? To prevent retaliation?
Let me find a way to rephrase that. For what I want.
What's wrong, sweetheart? Did you not like...
No, I didn't. Like, it feels like because they're, like, like, they're not doing the evidence correctly. They're more about getting Phoenix than actually withholding justice.
Withholding justice?
Upholding justice is what I meant. They are withholding it. They're keeping it hostage so that Phoenix plays by their rules and that they're just out to get him.
Is it about Phoenix, or is it just about winning the case?
Both. Because none of them seem to really like Phoenix.
He's just an upstart. Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. In just 10 years, built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue.
Oh, really?
I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so.
Huh.
And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not?
Uh-huh.
Yes? What might that be?
Big painting on the wall. When'd you get it?
No idea. I forgot. Nope, it's you.
I saw it yesterday. So why is it here?
Mr. Wrong, was it?
Right.
It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you?
A lawyer.
No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grodyburger.
Huh. Did he just hit me? He punched me!
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault?
Yeah!
Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty.
What?
Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding.
So you say.
I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your compensation.
Huh.
Came here from Grodyburgers, I presume?
Mr. Grossberg's, yes.
Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss.
I wonder if I could...
Would you be kind enough to cease your... Ah, you killed it.
Oh, fine.
You gonna go see Mr. Grody Burger?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think he's noticed. Maybe I should clear my throat. What's wrong? You look pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
I'm not seen out yet. Just thinking about this whole mess.
So you came to the trial?
Yes, yes, of course. Someone was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. No.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just me and sister, the poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. And what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
As before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think
What?
I have a right to know.
Right? No, I'm sorry. Just need more time to think about it, my boy. My boy.
Does seem troubled. I think I know what it is. So I paid Blue Corp a visit.
Oh.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something's been bothering me. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, the giant painting hanging there the other day.
The job hiding.
You have no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it today in the CEO of Blue Corp, Wright.
Oh, you notice. I guess you would. There is a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
What?
Yeah, like that. You're lovers.
You're lovers, aren't you?
Blackmail. Fairly gaudy proof.
Rude. Time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. Can finally rest in peace.
Perhaps it was fate.
You were her understudy.
Intimidation. Weaknesses. 15 years.
It's a lot of money.
The DL6 incident. Could not stand because of this. Destroyed me. Connection! It's nigh impossible. Why?
Why?
Gives him an iron grip.
He owns everybody. Unable to harm and never him. Don't look at me, boy. Don't look at me.
DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police give the case. It's 15 years ago. Request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye!
Misty.
Maya's mother.
And the leader of the
Murder.
Wars type gym.
Failed. Fraud. Maya.
And
Cleared.
wrongdoing. Murder.
Murder. 6.
6.
Blackmail. Top secret.
Hedgehogs.
Police. You told him?
What?
Offered me riches. It was an embarrassment. Police were mocked. Looking for the one who sold them out. When I heard about it, came to me. Only this time the offer was blackmail. See? Controls the law. Challenge. She followed his every move for years. Recorded something. To the office! It's funny looking at this room. Murder. Clues. Look. This lovely plant. The outside sky. Painting. Telephone. Oops. Wrong
You'll
button.
never find it again.
Chair. Oh, cases. Order. A through I. Nah.
Eh.
A B F.
Stevie!
Yeah.
Nope.
Tarshfay name. Leaving only these words. My mother vanished. Find the ones who made my mother blame herself. Power that runs my family. I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. Marvin Grossberg, the lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. Man that sold the information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats. Name is... the recording record stops there. It's Amelia Grossberg. Sigh, well, biggest part here at the end in S. Suicide reports, politicians, policemen. She's writing on most of these in pencil. Wait. Involved. Drove them to it. Newspaper clippings. Check them. T through Z. W, White.
What? The W section is
It was
missing!
taken! Go back! Move!
Go!
Where do I go to?
I don't know, where do you go to?
I don't know. Where do I go to?
Why did you come here?
To check for clues. Because Grossberg led me here.
Okay, well then, maybe he's got more information for you. Or maybe he doesn't, what do I know? Forgot the other picture was gone now.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you persistent? So I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Patience further nasty accident. Make myself clear? Don't know why those things are now...
Playing again.
Yeah. You didn't even try to talk to him.
Oh.
Good.
Ah ha ha.
Bum bum bum. You just went to the court. Are you trying to give it to or show it to him?
Oh yeah, I realize.
Yeah.
See this? Suicide. Embezzling. Press.
But
Dead. Maya.
Miss Maya.
File. White. Blackmailed him.
Blackmail?
Not just him. Hundreds.
Nope. Nope.
Suicides.
I love the color blue and red and white.
That's on blackmail. I'm right.
What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong? Is that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Maya.
Beep. Secretary's office, hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second. What was the, what is the thing I'm saying he's wrong about?
No, no. I mean, to be fair, whatever you end up saying, he'll end up, like, the game will end up filling it in for you, probably.
Yeah.
Mr. White, maybe you're the Mr. Wrong. Do, do, do. Well, Mr. White might be Mr. Right. Like, that's what I'm saying, like...
You can make it work either
Yeah.
way. You're right. Killer? I've done better. Sitting.
Just what are you insinuating?
I didn't
insinuating
read.
at this point.
I didn't read that right. I made it in sinus eating. I added an S in there.
Sweetheart doesn't make up all of his words.
Maya. Tapping. Mysteriously.
Maya.
You did it. Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. A moment, please.
White, is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What? What's this about? The Mia fake case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? Thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! Told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. Looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? You even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man.
What?
Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor? Do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? Telling you to send the police now. I cannot tell you, Mr. Wrong. You are a mere lawyer. Ooh.
How dare you?
I'll point the finger at you, and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. Case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you.
I can defend myself. I'm a lawyer.
I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see.
Doesn't matter.
Be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent.
Rude. I feel faint.
Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, butts. Hairy butts.
Right. Actually, Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry.
Alright, sorry, pal. Butts that murderer, right?
No, he got off.
Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey.
What?
Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong.
Any day, my trial. Trap.
Edgeworth. Edgeworth!
Attorney side by state. And I refused. I had an idea. I was going to represent myself like any good lawyer.
No.
No, I know.
No.
You never represent yourself.
No. Never represent yourself.
Hmm.
Right? No, it's wrong.
Oh, Maya. Did I let you out?
Yay!
It's you. Switch places.
Yay!
Yep.
Explain to her that I murdered her sister. Wait.
No. What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, no.
I know you don't believe it, but it's the truth. I murdered her.
Sister, you. Too far.
Stabbed her in the heart.
Ah! Hmm. Here, play for a second. I have to pee.
What?
I'll be back.
Da 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 da. Ba 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 baloney. Ba 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 baloney. Said it twice. Dormbat. Yeah? Help me break out of here. Well, you could cheer for me in court. I mean, cheerleader? Exactly, huh? Yeah, like a cheerleader. Right, leave it to me. Huh? Better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Oh, wait! Wait! What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side, just like Nationwide. Hashtag not sponsored. Ooh.
Major corporations.
But you can't just sit here and do nothing. You can, and you will. Give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay. I'll
Sure.
show him.
Oh, will you?
Probably not, no.
Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Like the court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. The true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. And I choose him.
I think we should end here. 'Cause
I mean, yeah, it's 10 minutes till midnight.
Yeah. And it means we start with a nice little fun trial.
Yeah!
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Where we are on trial for murder.
Yeah, just like that.
A murder. Murder. Wah. That's what you call a group of crows.
Yeah.
So you wanna stop it then?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. As always, it is much appreciated. Big ol' thank yous to Crimson and Adges for the bit drops. Those were fantastic. Much appreciated. I just learned today that I'm actually able to have custom bit badges.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, I'll have to decide. That's like the lowest priority on the totem pole
Yeah, well.
of the other things that I still have to come up with. But thank you to everybody who hung out tonight and watched as we did some, just had some fun with some attorney nonsense. Tomorrow is Community Day, which means it is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. So come be ready to hang out, and if you've got a Switch, join in the combat. It's open to all. Let's see real quick who is up and Adam. Three guys over at Meg again. She's great. Go let her know that court is in session and the jury has arrived. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
What about snakes? You like snakes? I like snakes and scooters. How you doing, darling? Oh shit, Obi-Wan! Obi-Wan with the raid! Obi-Wan, how was your stream? How you doing? Thank you for the raid. What's that? What were you playing? Tell me all the stuff.
Tell us the things.
Lesson, never be ashamed of being a little nerdy. Agreed, Knots, because then you would have probably lots of money.
I think we take the Bonds of Flourishing here.
Bond, yeah, I agree.
Over the New Horizon. I don't think we want multiples.
I don't think so either. I think one, yeah. I have mixed feelings about spiders. I make for a darn good spider ichi, but other than that, as far as I can go. Oh no! Whoa! The chat moved on. Make for a darn good spider ichi, but other than that, All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Obi-Wan, we are doing great. We're doing so great. We're doing a draft. We're doing an actual draft, y'all. We're not like fucking around. We're doing yeah. We get a hippo. We're like doing our best to actually do a draft. You have a chameleon and a baby bearded dragon? Oh, cute. Oh no, modern. All right, tomorrow, girl, tomorrow. Who cares about money? I don't have magic cards. Yeah, you can still get magic cards, not duh. Bubbles and I were playing the Phoenix Wright Trilogy. Oh, that's cute. Were you having fun? Did you have a good time? Forced to take the hippo. General Kenobi. How's our evening? How's it going? How are we doing?
It's delightful.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're having a good night.
Yeah, it's been a good day. The last week, I think, has actually been like super good week. I've had a really good time. So.
We take this, bro.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
We just take that.
Yeah, we take that, bro.
Outside with whomever.
A second Mowu?
Oh, or a second Kaya?
Or a second Kaya? I don't think we take a second Kaya.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. Chat discuss.
Kaya would be difficult because it's triple black.
Yes.
I
think we take a second Mowu.
You also have Spark Harvest, which is just destroy target planeswalker or creature.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. How's your day night been, Ichi? How's everything going?
Oh, tribal. Shut up.
I'm gonna call Mau because I can't pronounce it. I'm just gonna call him Uwu.
Uwu.
Yeah. Or Owu. Because there's two, right? There's this one. Hold on. There's this one. And then there's this one. And so this one is just that one. Owu.
Shut up, Meg.
Is there a limit on legendary creatures? Only on the field. You can't have 2 of them on the field at the same time. Shut up, Grub.
But this one's bound to die, which means we need another one.
Yeah, I agree. You love the games and you keep interjecting with how the law doesn't actually work that way. You object their objections. That's funny.
I'm gonna take it.
So would it be pronounced Owu? Oh. See, in a draft with real people, this would never happen.
No.
No. What does it do?
Oh, we're the same person, except she's sassier and I am funnier.
So, what? Excuse me. First of all, how dare you?
Oh, I can't. Alright, Death Touch. When God Eternal Ronus enters the battlefield, double the power of each creature you control until end of turn. Those creatures gain vigilance until end of turn?
Yeah. I think we just snap get that.
When God Eternal Ronus dies or is put into exile from the fucking battlefield,
From the what?
you may put it into its owner's library, third from the top.
Yeah.
Lord. Alright. Well,
Yeah, I
we'll
think.
just take
Yep.
that card.
Yeah, I think we just take it.
What else is in here?
It doesn't matter.
I just want to look at it. Like if it wheels.
Yeah, well, you know. Ronus is insane. Yeah. It does look like it's winking. Oh.
The Wanderer is not an
It's
arcolor,
white.
but it's a card.
Yep.
This is Triumph.
It's double green right at the beginning is hard.
It only gets us forests.
Yeah. Can we have a how dare you command? Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, you're right.
We're doing a thing?
I'm just writing down a note.
How dare you command?
How dare you? Because I say that a lot. Like, first of all, how dare you?
Hi, Modern.
And then I don't have a second of all. I just always have a first of all, and that's it.
First of all,
how dare you?
Oh, I didn't even see this down here. I think that is the pick. I was like looking at these. I was like, meh.
Yeah, I don't think this as Triumph is good, Graph. Not in this, at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm taking it.
All right, Modern, enjoy your beating. First of all, there's no second point. Second of all, how dare you? Oh, I like that.
Oh my god.
Oh, bacon. Oh, bacon. Oh. Oh. Meh.
Oh.
I was reading Dread Malkin, and I was excited until I read the rest of it.
Sacrifice another creature planeswalker. Oh, it only goes on the. Look at it though, it's a zombie cat, Megan.
The feline Eternal felt Liliana's command, looked at her disdainfully, flicked its paw, and scampered away from the rooftops. Holy shit, the cat doesn't even listen to Liliana.
Nope.
Truthful.
truth of cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd probably take the Crunch Wrangler. It'd be nice if we got some crunches.
The crotch wrangler?
Oh, we actually don't want crunches.
What?
I think that they're. Yeah. Well, I'm the Crotch Wrangler.
Are
But
you?
we're talking about the crunch.